Most people don't realize that the biggest thing they can change in their life is easily under their control. They're just stuck, going through the motions every day, stuck in a loop. It's the hardest thing to do, and it's the hardest thing to realize, but what you need the most is to just change your environment. I'm Andrew Crespo, and this is my series on seeking novelty, and it might just be what's holding you back. You see, your brain is a novelty-seeking machine. Whenever it stops encountering new stimuli, it stops paying attention. That's why your morning coffee doesn't hit the same way as it used to, and it's the same reason you like scrolling nonstop. But here's the weird part. What happens when your brain does get novelty? You become more alert, your creativity, your dopamine, everything just excites itself. But if you're like me, you know that in order to become great, you need to be consistent. So how can one increase the level of novelty while still remaining consistent? What they need to do is to open up their mind to experiencing the same thing in a new location. Imagine you're in the halls of Harvard. You have to study and sit down and learn this one object, learn a new language. Do you think you would perform as good as you were surrounded by fellow Harvard graduates, or if you were in a large, loud, crowded cafeteria in a food court? You see, this is the difference. Where your body is, your mind also follows. Now I know what you're thinking. Not all of us can just pick up and go travel across the world and just go change our environment to become a new human. Well, this one thing is what you can do in your everyday life. When you wake up, you have to eat, you have to walk, you have to go somewhere. But what if you utilize those little pieces of time to alter every aspect of your daily routine? Some of our brightest minds went on 20, 30, 45-minute walks every day to casually let themselves rest, yet at the same time introduce new stimuli through their own creative process. This can just be a small change in your day, but can lead to massive changes in your lifetime. If you were to try something new every day, a new food, a new kind of music, just something for the first time, you will always remember your days better and squeeze the living daylights out of your life. Carpe diem, that thing. Like any good argument, you need to have a concession. What about too much novelty? That's chaos. So how do you balance stimulation with stability? Is there a formula for the right kind of change? This is what I like to call the Goldilocks zone. Not too foreign, not too familiar. But how do you find yours? Here's where it gets wild. Novelty doesn't just boost curiosity, it multiplies it. One new experience leads to another. You try a new cafe, you meet someone interesting. But why does novelty cascade like that? It's called the exploration spiral. Here's your challenge. Change one thing about your environment today. Just one. Rearrange your desk, work outside, talk to someone new, and who knows, you might just stop surviving and start thriving. If you found this video interesting, please press the like button. I'm planning on going on an adventure. I make no money.